Shedeur Sanders is now officially 1-0 as an NFL starter, and more importantly, he silenced every critic with a display that was as composed as it was telling.
So that's the mentality I went with going and prepping for this week. We know they got a dog on the D lineman. We know about Max Crosby. We know about that. But, I fear no man, The only thing I fear is God.
On a night when the pressure should have overwhelmed him, Sanders produced Cleveland's first rookie quarterback debut win since 1995, ending a 0-13 drought for rookie starters and a 0-7 run for first-time quarterbacks. The Browns didn't simply defeat the Las Vegas Raiders, they controlled the game from start to finish, winning 24-10 in a performance that looked less like a debut and more like a statement.
I was a fifth-round pick. I got skipped by everybody at least 5 times. so it's not. It just come with the game. It is what it is. But I'm just thankful for where I am now. I don't. Everybody have their differences. But I still got an opportunity to play. So why can I be mad? Money different, but thankfully I have a good family. So it is what it is. We're not playing for that. We're playing for the love of the game. So I'm just thankful to be out here, have an opportunity, be able to go and play. Go out there and play. Go out there and start. Like, you don't know how surreal, that feeling is, knowing that you have the responsibility of the Browns organization on your shoulders, Having all the fans, Everybody in here arguing with each other online and everything. Everybody have their differences about me. It is what it is. But I'm just thankful I'm here before y'all, today. And hopefully we cleared a little stuff up. But we have a long way to go, a long way to grow. And I know it's only one way, and the only way is up.
This wasn't just a victory, it was a message. It was Shedeur Sanders shutting down the entire NFL conversation. For weeks, the chatter around Cleveland had been deafening. He's not prepared, he's only a 5th-round pick, he's starting solely because Dillon Gabriel is injured, he lacks real experience. The doubts kept piling up endlessly.
There's not many guys in the league that can make that throw. So that was a hell of a throw. I hope he can continue to grow and develop, for making plays like that, and he'll take it.
But when Sanders jogged onto the field on Sunday, head up, expression calm, eyes reading the defense as if he had been preparing for this moment his entire life, everything changed. You could feel the shift. The Browns felt it. Even the Raiders sensed it. This wasn't a rookie drowning under the spotlight, it was a quarterback built for the stage. Sanders finished 11 of 20 for 120 yards with a touchdown and an interception, but the statistics barely scratched the surface. His standout moments weren't drawn up on a play sheet, they were instinctive, fearless, and the actions of a quarterback who sees pressure not as a burden, but as a privilege.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Denver? Here we go. Watch this bad boy. Run it back. Gets outside the pocket. Slings that thing. Isaiah Bond. Are you kidding me? Everything changes.
We're getting victory fries.
We're getting victory fries. Everything changes for the Browns today, baby. Oh my gosh. Throw those wrists up.
Early in the game, on a 3rd and 8 with Cleveland struggling to find any rhythm, Sanders rolled to his right to evade a blitz and fired a 52-yard bomb to fellow rookie Isaiah Bond, the longest pass of the Browns season. It wasn't just a completion, it was a statement. A signal that Cleveland might have finally discovered something. A signal that Shedeur Sanders truly belongs. And with Deion Sanders watching proudly from a suite high above the field, his son didn't merely resemble an NFL quarterback, he looked as though the moment itself wasn't big enough for him.
Is this: the Cleveland Browns need to start Shedeur Sanders. They do, and yes, I know. We know. Dillon Gabriel is the backup. He was the higher drafted prospect, and everyone's going to say they need to go to Gabriel next. But I'm telling you guys, Shedeur Sanders is the one they need to go to. He is the quarterback that they need to start because he's the one that's going to provide a spark, a belief. The locker room believes in Shedeur Sanders. They have no confidence right now. When they walk out on the field, you can see it. Their heads are down. They're not playing with emotion. And that's because their starting quarterback doesn't instill the confidence in the locker room and the people on the field like Shedeur Sanders would.
Early in the game, on a 3rd and 8 with Cleveland struggling to find any rhythm, Sanders rolled to his right to evade a blitz and fired a 52-yard bomb to fellow rookie Isaiah Bond, the longest pass of the Browns season. It wasn't just a completion, it was a statement. A signal that Cleveland might have finally discovered something. A signal that Shedeur Sanders truly belongs. And with Deion Sanders watching proudly from a suite high above the field, his son didn't merely resemble an NFL quarterback, he looked as though the moment itself wasn't big enough for him. For most of the night, Sanders did exactly what promising rookies are supposed to do. He stayed composed. Samson transformed into a 66-yard burst as Samson sliced through defenders and sprinted into the open field, while Sanders had his arm raised in celebration before Samson even reached the 10. Cleveland's victory was nothing short of a masterclass in complementary football. Their rookie running back set the tone early, bulldozing his way into the end zone for 2 first-quarter touchdowns before an injury forced him out of the game. Every hard-earned yard felt like gasoline poured onto Shedeur Sanders' rising confidence. And when Judkins went down, Samson stepped up without hesitation. He became Sanders' safety valve in pressure moments, the spark plug that kept drives alive, and the partner in crime who turned broken plays into scoring opportunities. Together, they didn't just hold Cleveland's offense together, they ignited it.
I don't have a rivalry with him. That's my boy. So, at the end of the day, this whole process, we thought me and him were going to be 1 and 2 the whole time. Whether he's 1, I'm 2. Whether I'm 1, he's 2. And so that's just always been, our mindset. It didn't go that way. But I mean, just coming out of college, even to the draft, I thought he was one of the better quarterbacks in the draft as well, even throughout college. He's been productive where he's been every time. And he's always been, just a great person to be around. A lot of stuff out there on him ain't really, the truth. Just because they spin it different ways, like they spin stuff about me different ways. But I mean, I've always thought he was a productive quarterback. A lot of people may have their own opinion. I have mine as well. But I mean, when he gets his chance, to become a starter, I know he's gonna make the most of it. And I'm ready to get back to work with him. After the season, talk some more stuff to him. Say some crazy stuff. I mean, we just gonna keep.
The Browns' defensive line dominated Geno Smith, recording 10 sacks, the highest total by any NFL team this season, while Myles Garrett added 3 more to extend his league-leading tally, and Malik Collins contributed 2.5 of his own, making it clear this wasn't just control of the game, it was a complete dismantling. And while Sanders wasn't asked to be a superhero, he delivered when it mattered, remaining composed under pressure, navigating collapsing pockets, and executing flawlessly under the bright lights without panic or fear, rewriting Cleveland's long history of rookie quarterback debuts that had previously been a graveyard of disappointment, with 0-13 for rookies and 0-17 for first-time starters over 3 decades of drafting, experimenting, and recycling quarterbacks only to watch them stumble on day 1. But on November 23, 2025, Shedeur Sanders walked into a loud, hostile stadium hundreds of miles from home and broke the curse, silencing critics and giving Cleveland hope. And though coach Kevin Stefanski avoided committing on whether Sanders would start again, his pride and the team's response spoke volumes, with teammates embracing him like a franchise quarterback, defensive stars celebrating him, veterans showing genuine belief, and momentum unmistakably shifting as Cleveland rediscovered its spark, its heartbeat, and a sense of purpose. And while Sanders wasn't perfect, throwing an interception and missing a few reads, he showed flashes of promise that gave the city something far more powerful than statistics or highlight plays. He gave them belief that he could grow, lead, and potentially end decades of quarterback instability. And for one night in Las Vegas, the noise and doubts fell silent, because Shedeur Sanders didn't just win. He changed the conversation, altered the narrative, lifted the energy, raised expectations, and ensured that no matter what happens next, he will be remembered as the rookie who entered Las Vegas, silenced the haters, shattered